Hello guys, welcome to another video What It Takes to Be a Monarch, DaL X Fate, by PixyTokisaki14. Chapter 12. Long Day Pav, Artoria Pendragon. Oh boy. Today is the day. Currently I'm walking to the venue where the festival would be with Mordred. Morgan stayed at home to do housewife things. So, this is it. By the end of today I would have revealed to them my alter form. Well, that will be seen if Toka was kidnapped by them. Father. What's wrong? You look troubled, Mordred asked me while walking. Don't worry, Mordred. It's just something I have been thinking for a while, I replied. If you say so, she said to me. Well, there's no use holding up anymore. Me and Mordred eventually arrived to the venue. It was huge on the inside where shots from different schools are selling things. There was also a game where you can play to win prizes. Mordred had stars in her eyes as we walked down the hallway. On the end of it, Mordred pointed towards a maid cafe where Shidio and the other spirits were probably serving everyone. There was a huge line in Tay front though. Geez, that's one huge line, I said to myself looking at the enormous line on the outside of said cafe. Miku should arrive with her friends in 3.2.1. And right on cue, Miku along with 4 of her friends arrive at the cafe where Shido, dressed as Shiori, went up to intercept them. Mordred, wait here, I say to the blonde beside me who was munching on some food. All right, but you aren't going to have my food then, she said as she stuffed her mouth with some burgers. I just stare blankly at her and follow Miku and Shido. The two of THRM walked around doing things that a couple would do. Miku even hypnotized a person who was running a game just so Shiori could have a prize. Shiori was mad at Miku, of course, which the latter sees humans as nothing more as dolls who serve her. Shiori, more determined to seal Miku, just walked away to I assume the backstage where they will be getting prepared for the singing competition later on. Looks like everything is going straight like the anime. I wonder if heroic spirits can fall under her control since she managed to control the spirits in the anime. Well, Shido did manage to seal them, so their power was probably decreased. I mumbled to myself that I didn't manage to see Miku going up near me. Hello there, Kaya, I exclaimed, my body flinching when I heard her voice. UUUHJ, can I help you? I say with a sense of awareness. I don't know if heroic spirits can fall under her control. In case I don't, I have to act like I'm in her control or else she is going to find out. Hee, don't be scared, it's just me. Miku is a yoi, everyone's favorite idol. She introduced herself while smiling like she has found her new favorite doll. That's fine and all, but can I go? I have someone waiting for me, I replied while gulping some saliva down my throat. I need to keep my composure or else she is gonna find out. Is that so? Okay then, what do you say we meet later after the festival? She requested with a devilish smile. Sure, I agreed, knowing fully well what will conspire later. Alright then, it is settled, she added as she winked at me and walked away slowly, swaying her hips in the process. I breathed a sigh of relief that she didn't use less than Gabriel greater than on me. I then ran back to Mordred, who was finished eating the 4 burgers she ordered. I told you won't have any, she says with a burp. I just stared at her blankly, my face contorted into a, hey, face. Oh, the singing competition is about to start, want to come with Mordred? Sure father, lead the way, she replied with that confident smirk we all know and love. I nodded and lead Mordred through some stores which lead to a stadium. Me and Mordred took our seats near the front so I can intervene when all hell breaks loose. Without long the program started as the announcer got on the mic. Welcome everyone to the annual singing competition, where students from different high school will show off their skills and the one voted by you guys will be the winner. Alright, let's start with Ryzen High School. Everyone burst out cheering as 4 girls who I identify as Kagaya, Yuzuru, Toka and Shiori left and went onto the stage to perform. I crossed my arms waiting for their song to start. I nodded my head in approval of their song as the crowd erupted into cheers and claps. Mordred was clapping for her classmates and I noticed Shiori staring at me with widened eyes. After a while, she composed herself. Band thanked everyone in the crowd. That was a beautiful performance if I do say so myself. So next up, from RINDOUJI all girls private school. Give it up to everyone's favorite idol, Miku is a yoi. I gulped some saliva as Miku walked out onto the stage, She wore her astral dress in public as a jab at Ratatosker. She smiled at everyone and mumbled something while searching for someone in the crowd. Shen then stopped her eyes when she looked at me with a confident smile. Good. Less than Gabriel greater than doesn't work for us heroic spirits. I can tell because Mordred was still her hungry self and she took a bite of a kinako bread we bought while walking here. When the song ended, everyone stood up like drones and began clapping. Me and Mordred didn't stood up as Miku gave us a puzzled look. Next it was high time to announce the winners of the event. Here we go. This is where all hell breaks loose, I said to myself staring at the contestants that were standing on the stage. Mordred, get ready, I say to her, to which she got the point and she nodded to me. The results were unchanged from the anime. Rindoji might have won the singing competition, but Ryzen won in money earned thanks to their maid cafe. In the end Ryzen won the bet and therefore Shiori gets to seal Miku. Ready. I say, getting ready to intervene. Mordred follows suit, getting ready to materialize Clarent. Miku then lashed out. She summoned less than Gabriel greater than and put everyone under her control. She then ordered some girls to restrain Shiori. Some dem wizards then bust through the ceiling and rushed towards Toka. Now Mordred, I shouted, changing into my armor and blocked a strike that was aimed at Toka. Mordred followed suit and transformed into her silver armor and went beside me. So, you are a spirit. That makes you even more appealing to me, Miku says as I ward off the dem wizards that were going for Toka. Tisk. Mordred, you deal with the wizards, I'll deal with the spirits, I ordered Mordred, which earned an understanding nod. Mordred then goes to block another blow that was aimed for Toka, still as Toka transformed into her astral dress to counter. I then face Miku with Shiori between us. Shiori was restrained as I stared down Miku and the other spirits behind her. Well well well. Care to tell me your name? Miku questioned me before the fighting started. Time felt like it stood still as they waited for a reply. Shido just stared at me like the rest of them. Very well then. Sorry to break it to you, Shiori, but my name isn't Saber, I said while looking at the sword I was holding. My name is Artoria Pendragon. You all know me by my other name, King Arthur Pendragon, the wielder of the legendary sword, Excalibur, and the proud king of Camelot. I announced myself since there's no point of keeping it a secret anymore. Their eyes widened at the realization. The crown, the royal blue coat, and the silver armor, everything clicked as they stared at me in bewilderment. Arthur P. Pendragon. I hear Shido mumbled, stuttering, as his eyes were wide open. Silence was all I can heard from them. The only thing I can hear though is Mordred fighting the wizards behind me. After what felt like minutes, Miku was the first to compose herself. I thought King Arthur was a boy, Miku retorted. History lied to everyone. With the help of Merlin, we managed to fool everyone including history itself. I am, in fact, a girl, I replied to her in a stern tone. Mordred, you done? I questioned the knight behind me and she finished off the last of them with a confident smirk. Yep, Toka is safe, she replied with a thumbs up. We're retreating, all of us, I announced while looking at Shiori. And who said you could leave? Said Miku whilst snapping her fingers. The spirits behind her got ready to attack me. Oh, by the way, Shiori is in fact a boy, I said, to which Miku did a hey face and goes to check. And to her surprise, Shiori was indeed a boy. She felt disgusted and pushed him away. I saw my chance and managed to grab Shido before he was hit by an ice attack from Yoshino. Mordred, we're pulling out. Let's go, I said as Mordred grabbed Toka's dress and we transformed into our spirit forms. I also casted an invisible air around Shido and Toka to make them invisible. Miku gritted her teeth in anger and shouted, "Find them. Bring that man to me, dead or alive." The spirits behind her nodded and flew off. The crowds of people who were in the stadium went out to look for us. We were outside the stadium and was running towards a nearby parking lot. I then dispelled the air around Toka and Shido as me and Mordred get out of our spirit forms. My phone then rang and I checked to see who called. To my happiness, it was Morgan. Hello? Morgan? I greeted her on the call. Yes, Koharu? There are people walking the streets like zombies, she said. Just close the door and windows, don't let anyone in. Me and Mordred are already on it, I replied. Okay then. Good luck, little brother. Or should I say sister, she teased me a bit before ending the call. Shido. Is Katori there? I asked the blue-haired protagonist. No. She's also under Miku's control, he replied, to which received a sigh. I don't know what's going on, but she was cut from finishing her sentence since she got knocked out by a seemingly invisible person. She also went invisible and was gone. Asterisk 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 asterisk, this is the thing I was preventing to happen. Dem actually got their grubby hands on her. Toka. Where are you? Shido exclaimed, looking around for the purple-haired princess. She's gone, Shido. Dem managed to get to her, I said, gritting my teeth. Mordred came to pat my back, which was painful since she used pretty much his strength to do it. We should move, we can't stand in one place or else they're going to find us, I said again, and we started running again. Toka. Please be safe. I heard Shido mumble as we sprinted down the streets and into an alleyway. The sun had already set and darkness was all we could see. Now, what do we do? Shido asked me, and on cue, Kurumi left from the shadows and in front of us. Era, I may be able to help you, Shid-san, she said. Mordred readied Clarent for a fight, but I patted her back, reassuring her. Mordred nodded and lowered Clarent. From there we managed to get into Miku's mansion, and Kurumi explained everything to Shido to help him convince Miku to help them. Are you sure this is going to work? I questioned the clock-eyed girl. Of course, I have been watching you and I am surprised you're the legendary king of knights, she said while we spirited back to the stadium. Well, now you know, and besides, the secret gonna come out eventually, I said whilst holding to the crown I was wearing. We stopped at the door that leads to the inside of the stadium. Okay, we're here. Does everyone remember the plan? I asked, which earned a nod from all of them. Mordred nodded as well with that confident smirk of hers. All right, let's go, I said as I kicked down the door to face Miku and the spirit.